Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. It is your girl. I am just lovely. That is me. I am just lovely. Listen, let's get a little intermission.
Breathe and wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby, baby.
Hey, NMO Subs and LLS Subs. Hey, Andrea, how are you? Now, listen, y'all read the title. I'm coming on here talking about internet dating. So, if you know me, you know that I'm all over these social medias, right? I've been on social media since the MySpace days. You know, that way back in the back days. But one thing I never could get down with was that like the Yahoo chat, the Gmail, I don't, all them type of little chat things. I couldn't get down with that. And I have tried the plenty of fish before. After, I'm just trying to find some type of companionship. Someone to talk. Oh hell, here we go. That motherfucker, he'll be fucking my swag. Oh, get the fuck out. Hey, Miss Patricia. Hey, Marlon. Mm. But anyway, child. So Facebook done came up with a Facebook dating, and it's very interesting with the Facebook dating thing because of sometimes I be you put your best foot forward. If you put your pictures out there and you did, damn, Sophie, you went all out your way to look cute for that day. You gonna put that picture. I'm not using pictures back from the Charles Disco and the Silver Fox days. I'm using pictures of today, up to date days pictures. So this is my real, true, authentic face. I don't use filters most of the time, but this is my face. This is my face. So basically, I be looking at the people who be trying to gather my attention on these like the Facebook dating site, and I be really laughing because I be like, damn, I mean like what the hell I'm doing wrong? I don't understand. So this really made me feel away. I'm finna put a picture up. This really made me feel some kind of way, child. And then I'm also tell y'all something else. Hold on, let me put this picture on here. So when I saw this picture, I was like, what in the world am I doing wrong? Like, excuse me. Oh, no, calm down, Sophie. Calm down. What am I doing wrong? Now, listen, I don't have a problem with this type of love relationship. But I mean, if they can have love, why can't I? The people that be coming at me, I don't think they worthy. Like, I have so much. So, okay, I knocked on the. That was me. That was me. I did that. Okay. All right. Thank you. But I feel like I have a whole lot to offer. I go check. Let me get up and check. Y'all, for whatever reason, I have to get up and make it seem like I'm going to check out the scene. Now this lunatic just saw me actually knock on the freaking wall. But let me check out the scene. All clear. Okay, all clear. All right, it's all clear. You all right? Okay, good. All right. You can lay back down. But yeah, y'all. I really be saying to myself, like, I don't understand, like, what's going on with me as far as this dating thing. Um, Now, you all know that we're in what they call the beefing sector. Also, although I don't get beefing sector traffic, but I do be in other people's chats. And I also utilize the same name here that I use on TikTok and Instagram. And I noticed that my open Instagram has been getting a whole lot of traffic lately, but not so much on the YouTube page. So, on Instagram and on TikTok, you can actually befriend someone and you can do like messaging. So you can send me messages. What has really tripped me out with the Instagram messaging, and they coming right at me like, "Hey, do you got a man? What kind of man you looking for? How old are you? How many children you got? Do you? I be, when they say how many children you got, I put Sophia up on a picture. I put her picture up there, cause you gonna be bothered with me. You gonna be bothered with Sophie. So last night I went to thinking, I was like, it could be one of these the riffraff trying to catch me up. They trying to catch me up. And it's sad that you have to think like that because of the environment that we are in on YouTube. Most of the people that follow me on that Instagram are people that be on YouTube. They won't give me the time of day here on my channel. But they know where I'm from, what I do, how I do it, why I do it. If I get up on a channel, I might talk a little crap, or I might be very verbal about the way that I see that people are being treated. And it's a lot of what they call trolls over here in the B sector. Last night I was having a conversation with somebody, and I was like, dang, like this is way forward. Now, listen, I be wanting, the forwardness of a man coming to me and trying to approach me, but that kind of threw me for a loop. Like it made me really sit back and think about what if this is one of these damn Bceptor trolls trying to goddamn get me in a precarious situation and dox me. Honey, we're not gonna do that. First of all, this person was like, "Do you do Google Talk or something like that?" And I was like, "No, I got an iPhone, baby. I have an iPhone. What you talking about? Google what? Honey. I got an iPhone. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I can't even do nothing with that. Like, no, no." For the two people who stayed in the chat, thank you very much. I do appreciate you very much. But yeah, that is so scary to me. Like, I think I done messed up when I went back to Just Lovely. Like I said, my TikTok and my Instagram are in Just Lovely. And I think that maybe I could be overthinking, or maybe I am just, I'm going to be cautious, Miss Patricia. Trust me. But I think that, especially that Instagram, it's a lot of YouTube people that follow me on that Instagram. And it's wide open. You don't have to request to follow me. You could just, follow me. And I get messages and inboxes over there all the time. And I'm real like, what you doing? What you trying to get at? Questions like that. But do any of you do internet dating? Cancel? Because I think, I've been in the house for the past 2 years. And I am not gonna tell you no lies. I've been afraid of the COVID-19. And also, I have other little situations that I don't want to be out on no date on. And Brian put me up on the goddamn YouTube, shaking around like a leaf. I mean, mm-mm. So, is anyone out there internet dating? If do you want to come up and have a conversation and let me know how this works? Because for whatever reason, I feel uncomfortable with meeting new people. I really do. Oh, okay, that's how that works. Hold on. Okay, so I just put the link in the chat if somebody want to come up and tell me the secrets of internet dating. Um, I only been single for the last past 2 years when COVID started, and so I just recently, y'all know, I went out to the club last week, and so I think I'm getting a little fresh. But them wasn't the type of guys that I would date. Like I was, when I was in there, I was kind of people watching and I was looking at the people, and somebody might laugh real loud and they got a mouthful of nothing. The only thing you can see is gums, tongue, and tonsils. And no. I might want to go do a family portrait with me, my dude, and Sophie. We gotta all smile. You can't smile with gums. No. So no, I would. It's hard for me to meet people in the public because I really don't go anywhere. And let me get her a treat, child. Where your treats? Where your treats? Cause you about to start working my nerve. Um, I really don't go out. I might go to Walmart. Now, when I go to Walmart, I do put a fair amount oil behind my ear, and and it be the same thing. Have y'all seen like the pictures that they put with the truck drivers? I think I got too much. I want too much, and I don't think it's anything wrong with wanting too much. I don't. I think you should strive for more. I don't think I should have to dumb myself down in order to meet someone new. I just don't. So, yeah, I don't think that. Some truck drivers be fine, but I think when I think of truck drivers, I be thinking, "Ooh, that's a hoe. He probably got a woman in every damn city. That's a hoe. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't need nobody bringing me no trichomonias. That little girl. But yeah, I had to come on and talk to y'all because right now I got like two private messages going on. One on TikTok and one on Instagram, and both of them give me troll teas. Like the one on TikTok, they might have like 11 posts. And I think if I'm not mistaken, both of them are military. Both of them look like they in their 30s. So I'm really looking like, what the hell you gonna do with me, child? Like, oh, you a baby. What you gonna do with me? You can't do nothing with me. I'm grown, grown. I'm two times grown and plus eight. Like, no, what the heck? Mm-mm. I'm grown, grown. So I don't know, y'all. It's gonna be a short video because it's just I think I'm counting. It's two of us in the chat plus me, so that make it three people watching. And I really just came on to talk to y'all and say, hey, how y'all doing? Um, I wanted to talk about something else, but the next time I go live, whatever I want to discuss, I think I'll just come on with my notes and have me a little notepad going, and that way I can actually, um, damn, what is you doing, girl? Never seen nobody have to get comfortable to eat a tree, but yeah, I'm gonna have to bring notes because I had a few topics that I wanted to discuss, and it's not flowing through my head space right now. One thing I did want to come on, I'm doing way better, Miss Patricia, but I had to push them 6 months back last Saturday. So, and these are strange. I'm alert. Well, I can't say I'm alert, but I'm awoke, and I'm still trying to, because they both happen on the telephone. So I'm alert. I'm trying to communicate, but the communication is like skip trace. So it's almost as though I am speaking in a foreign language, maybe alienist, and the the people kind of can tell what's going on with me. So yeah, I think that it has a lot to do with the fact that of the medication that I'm taking. Either they're gonna have to up the dosage because it's slipping in, but not so much, I could say. So yeah, I'm gonna have to push it back another 6 months before I can even drive. Look at me talking about going on dates. You ain't coming to my house to pick me up. So we're gonna have to do like a Uber. I'm gonna have to Uber to meet you because I don't trust people. Um, another thing I want to announce that if you're not a part of my Just Lovely Plans channel, I do intend on coming and going through the process with the people over there, how I set up my traveler's notebook for the year. Last year I didn't do it. 2020 I didn't do it. And I kind of feel like I was missing something. Almost as though I was kind of off, I was off beat. So like say for instance, you said go to the event page for your city. Thank you. I will. Thank you. And then I can maybe get some of my girlfriends to do it too. That way I could feel safe. Thank you. I appreciate that. But what I was saying about the traveler's notebook is that I didn't do it 2020 or 2021 or this year. So we're ending this year and I haven't even wrote in one of my daily notebooks or a monthly notebook. I haven't decorated anything. I haven't, did like I used to do like daily affirmations and I haven't done that. So basically, with me doing that on the Just Lovely Plans channel, I intend because this baby shower will be over with on Saturday. So the baby shower will be over with, and I'll be able to actually start back doing things for myself as far as my crafting is concerned and the things that I really like to do. So what that will help me do would give me daily um it will give me daily content. So like in the morning I could come on show you like okay, I could say, well, this is we're gonna work in my daily planner and today I plan on doing sending out emails. Oh, this is my affirmation for today. Thank you, Miss Patricia. This is my affirmation for today. This is what I plan on doing. Yes, the video might be short. I might even want to maybe decorate that page. I do plan on coming on and showing you how I actually want to set up the traveler's notebook. I think this traveler's notebook, I want to do a monthly notebook. I want to do a daily notebook. I also want to do like my budget notebook. And because if you think about it, we got a lot of trips coming up. So I need to be able to budget these things. And I think the best way for me to keep track of my money is by writing it down and seeing where my money's going, when it's coming in, and so on and so forth. I have been off kilter and I've been off key. So I think by me getting back into my notebook, hi, sister. Hey, babe. By me getting back into my notebook, I can actually stay grounded in my, everyday thoughts. Hold on. Let me grab that for you. I can, here. You can hear me? Okay. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, I think that me working in my traveler's notebook would definitely keep me grounded, and I'll be able to not actually um working over there on that channel. I have been kind of not doing or staying in the loop. I haven't been working in my notebook, and you get to see my style. Like I'm a glam type pinky girl. Most of the page, y'all probably get tired of that because y'all will be like, dang, this week she gonna put pink in, she gonna do a pink spread too. Every week it's just pink, pink, pink. Yeah, it's gonna be pink, child. It's gonna be pink. But if you notice, one of my moderators, her name is Beverly. I think Beverly Craft. She done changed his name about 50 times. But that's how I met her. I met her because we're both into our planners, and we like to, she do other type of crafting and stuff, but I don't want to commit to any type of. Most of you are. I haven't did anything, but I don't want to commit to any type of design team projects or anything like that. I hate being under the gun for other people and they stuff. And actually, I think that my true love is just working in my planner, working in my journal, and things like that. But yeah. Next year, me and Miss Francis planning a Christmas ball. Well, thank you, Miss Francis. But next year, me and my sister, Miss Frances Thibodeau, we are planning a Christmas ball, and we want you all to come out to the ball and have some fun. I wanted to do. I think I'm gonna try and do Jamaica. I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna single out Jamaica. My father passing away, that really took a chunk out of my budget. And then we got the Orlando trip coming up. So by me paying on the Orlando trip, and then I think that deposit is due really soon. I think that I'm not gonna be able to make that because I'm trying to catch up after my dad's death, and my budget is real. It's whack. It's whack. That budget is whack, honey. But yeah, my dad. Oh, he left me with a good giggle gaggle. He left me with a good giggle, gaggle, but I love him the same. I do. I miss him so much. I really miss my dad. Girl, get up for me. If y'all saw what Sophie ate, ooh, if you saw what she was just sick, what she sick, she all up under me. Mm-mm. Get away from me. I love you too, with your side pony. Y'all, let me go, cause I see she jealous. I gotta do some things too. Like, I got like maybe three more tutus to work on, and oh, I got three more tutus to work on. I gotta curl some hair. I'm gonna look and see what I'm gonna wear to this baby shower, because I'm not only being creative with the baby shower, but I'm also helping out at the baby shower. When I say tutu, this is what I had to I'm creating. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you. Sophie, go away. All that heavy breathe. You got asthmas? Do you have asthmas, Sophie? So this is one of the centerpieces that I'm working on, minus the M. Okay, so we're gonna say minus the M. At first, they wanted the initial M for the baby. So this is what one I'm doing six of these centerpieces. The hardest part about this is the tutu and making sure everything is angled correctly and things like that. Oh, child, yes, COVID is a move. I'm gonna tell y'all the God honest truth. I honestly believe that my dad had COVID, but they don't want to say he had COVID. I don't know. I think like Al B. Sure the sign. If you read or you heard anything about Al B. Sure, what he said is exactly what happened to my dad during the same time period. Al B. Sure said that he got sick, went to the hospital, had pneumonia. They incubated him, and he was down for 2 months. And that's the same thing they said happened with COVID. Thank you, ladies. Yeah, that's the same thing. Like when COVID first started, the bishop at my church, he ended up getting COVID. They had this big convention down in New Orleans. He ended up getting COVID, came back to Atlanta. They incubated him. He was in the hospital for like on the life support for like 3 months. And he been out of the hospital. But I think that these people actually have COVID and their government has shut them off from saying they got COVID. That's a nice term, exquisite. Yeah, she kept telling me she wanted me to put the M on the little top part of that piece, and I was like, I don't want that on there. I don't think that gonna look good. But I end up doing the pearls instead. The pearls. I had to do the pearls. So I put the pearls up there instead, and she ended up liking that a lot. So I got three more of them to do. I've done um four flower centerpieces, one other centerpiece, chip bags, um photo booth props. So this will be all over on Saturday. Yeah, my dad didn't. That's what happened with my dad. You know, they said my dad had pneumonia and it spread into his bloodstream and it caused his lungs to be filled with fluids. It said that it attacked his kidney. They put him on dialysis for 1 day because they cleared his kidneys up. And then the next thing I know, they were like calling me at 2 o'clock in the morning saying that my dad had a heart attack. They ended up putting him on a pacemaker and he started doing very good. The only thing that really got under my skin was when he came from under, when they had, let him wake up from out, under that medication. That medication still had him down. And I would go see my dad, and he would not know who I was. Oh my God, that broke my heart. And yeah, I've been busy. That broke my heart, like for him not to know me. But by the time he was released from the hospital, he was back to his old snazzy self, baby. He was telling the nurses they were fine. He was telling them how fly he was and how he finna get out here and get to himself. And I was like, oh Lord, this man back. But my dad, hey Miss B, he didn't live. He didn't live a month after he got out of the hospital. One other thing about my dad is he's a neat freak, a clean freak. And, I would call him and he'll be telling me, I'm just doing chores around the house. And I'm like, Dad, you got to sit down. You got like a pacemaker now. You have to sit down. You can get somebody to come over there and get your leaves up. What you doing outside trying to rake up leaves? You got a pacemaker. Thank you, Miss B. Well, I'm sure I'm a stickler for the camera, so 9 times out of 10, once we get everything decorated on Saturday, I will be taking pictures of my work. It will be over on my Instagram, Just Lovely Plans Instagram. And so that's why I keep a lot of the things that I do. A lot of people hire me for these type of, little projects. Um, I do treats. I do chip bags. I do Capri Sun bag. The little birthday kit. The whole little birthday bundle. You might order like Rice Krispie treat covers, chip bags, Capri Sun. I do the Hershey purses. Yeah, I do a lot of that. So a lot of times people will contact me. Oh, and with my dad, I found out that I do obituaries too. And I'm telling you, I did a great job at my father's obituary. And people were at the repast, people were saying, "Oh, I just want to know. I want to let you know that I want you to do a obituary for me." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What?" Oh, that's crazy. Let your child know if something happened to me, reach out to her. So, cause I want her to do my obituaries. And I told them, cause I think they like the style. Get away, Sophie. I think they like the style. That's how my mama started. Yes. But I think they like the style of how I actually cuz I did like two styles. Everybody liked the style with the heavenly background, but I kind of felt like that was too ghetto. My dad, like, it's so funny. I was on the phone talking to my Miss Thibodeau, my sister, earlier, and I showed her a picture of the obituary. And Miss Thibodeau saw my dad on the picture, and she was like, "Ooh, he was dapper." And I read the obituary, and that's in the obituary for my dad. I'm like, he was very dapper. He was dapper. So it just tripped me out. I said, Miss, I said, I said, let me read to you this obituary, Miss Thibodeau. This gonna trip you out. I said, I went through, how the obituary go. He was born this day to these people, and he was one of these amount of siblings. And then I started talking about his schooling and his career. And then I said how much of a neat freak he was, and he was a very stylish dresser. He was very dapper. He was very dapper, child. So honey, at that repast, some people up there telling me, "Oh, I love how you got the pictures laid out." Cause I did like a picture spread, a photo spread. The first page of the photo spread was him and my grandparents because they're both deceased now. So he's with his parents. And then on the next page is him and his children. So and then I got like with grandkids and stuff like that. Girl, I'm a slap. Look. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Let me finish this. I'm gonna come back and tell y'all something else, okay? So, the spread is nice, and then with the spread, it's very nice. So a lot of people was, saying how much they really did like the way that I had it laid out. They liked the fact that I used very high quality paper, and they loved the obituary. So I'm like, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Talk to your children about it. Let your children know. Don't tell me, but you here. Just get your pictures together, write out what you want your obituary to say, and I go ahead and I make it pop for you. I bring it up. I have it all laid out for you real nice. You just gotta tell your children what you want. Don't come to me today talking about how you want your obit. Come on now. So yeah, so I found out I got a new business, and on the back of the obituary, I put down my business information. So if you need an obituary, child, you can just reach out to me. So listen, y'all, I showed y'all last week when I was talking about the club, and when I was saying how we was in the club, and I showed y'all the video with the lady dancing on the dance floor with them down. I be thinking about Puss in Boots. Y'all ever seen what is that Shrek? Puss in Boots, them little boots. Well, it was a lady on the dance floor. She had these little boots on. And baby, when I tell you she was out there on that dance floor all night long, I showed you all the video with her on the dance floor, and she was cutting up. So everybody might know about band now, okay? We talked about band earlier today. So I had posted on the band, I posted pictures of me at the club, and within that post I had also posted the video with the lady on the dance floor dancing, right? So I was having a conversation with one of my bandmates, and they were saying how they had just went to this place that I was at, and they had video footage of somebody out on the dance floor wearing that dance floor out too. So I was like, "What the hell?" And when I'm in a club, I love to picture watch. So I'm sorry, but I had to steal your video because I found it so funny that I didn't realize until today you were at the same place where I was, and they was over there cutting up on the dance floor when you was up there too. And so I had to steal that video and show it to my girlfriends and let them know that they be cut up and now. I want to go every Saturday. I want to go just to people watch and watch these people on the dance floor. And I must admit that they have some pretty good wings. And so I showed that video to my girlfriends. And do you know what this helper gonna say? Is that Sean in the background? Hell no, I went there that night. This girl said that was 2 weeks ago. I mean 2 months ago. I wasn't there 2 months ago. So no, that was not me. So that's what caught me off guard when I was talking about the obituary. Listen, guys, I really do enjoy talking to you all. And honestly, I couldn't have it any other way. I'm going to admit in the beginning of the video, I was a little you know, perturbed because we only had like 3 or 4 people. We got 4 people in here now, but we only had like 3 people in here. And I have to stop thinking about the numbers because I'm really not here for the numbers. I'm here for the support. And I do appreciate all of you all for you all in here with me and supporting me no matter what. I mean, like you're listening to what I'm talking about. I know y'all, I got ADHD and I be rambling and going on and off subject, coming back around the bend again and get back where I was when I started. But I honestly do appreciate it. Now, Miss Patricia, look, I will go to the events page for my city and I will try some of that out because, like I said, I want to meet new people. I don't want to date people that I knew from high school or people that I've known in the past. I really would like to get to know a new person. I want to get to know and meet someone new. Evidently, if I knew you from the past and you weren't good enough for me then, I know the hell your ass ain't good enough for me today. So that's pointless. I want to meet somebody new and I want to start going out and having a great time on dates and just having a good time. I've been in the house for 2 years and I'm ready to live again. Period. So yeah, y'all have a nice afternoon or nice evening because it's now 5:01 p.m. here on the East Coast. And I thank you all for coming over and sharing your time with me. I really do. And if you could on the way out, just stop by and hit that little thumbs up button. It ain't gonna hurt. Just hit the thumbs up. Ooh! In May. So Miss Patricia, why you ain't coming to Orlando? But no, in May, you better call me. You better reach out to me and you better make it to even if I have to Uber Lyft to get to you, I will. Do you mind me asking because you know Atlanta is full of little small pockets. What school you went to? You look like you went to George. I was just kidding. um, but no, just say the city. I'm gonna tell you how far or close I am. You went to car. Why that was on my mind? I was thinking Jonesboro Road and couldn't get it out for nothing. I was thinking Jonesboro Road. You know, right there when you get to I was thinking Jonesboro Road, and I was thinking about like the university area. And I don't know why George came up because George came up because I went to George, and then yeah, I was thinking like University Avenue, and then but for whatever reason George came up, and then I'm gonna tell you what I was looking at. I was looking at them train tracks. I was looking at them train tracks right now. By what that is, Grand White over there. Yeah, that's what I was looking at in my brain. But yes, Miss Patricia, please. So you gonna be in that area? How far am I from that area? I ain't that far. I know all the back streets. Like I could go straight down Highway 42, aka Moreland Avenue, and I know how to go all across Atlanta. So yeah, cut through there. I be on Jonesboro Road. What that is? Um, if I go through what is that Conley Road? I go down more to cut cross Conley, hit Jonesboro Road, make that right, go past all the 285, and then just keep riding down Jonesboro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Call me. Girl, listen. I make somebody bring me. I make somebody. And yep, you know, we lived off we lived off of because I'm not there anymore. I'm further south. But when I was growing up, I grew up off of MLK on Chickamauga Avenue. I don't know if you ever heard that, but that's by Washington High School. Then we moved off of Second Avenue in Decatur, and that's how we know, that. But my grandmother, they lived off Cleveland Avenue, and the name of her street was Mount Zion. So every kid in that neighborhood went to George High School, and so I had to go there because I was in her neighborhood. I asked my mother, could I go to school in Atlanta instead of DeKalb County because I like their Magnum programs. Okay, got it. Um, I might make Precious come and go with me too. So I could see like if we could meet up at maybe like a restaurant or something like that, and because Precious, you know, she my little that's my bookie, and she swears she my mama, but I'm the oldest. But yeah, we can meet up at a restaurant and have like a brunch or a dinner or something like that, Miss Patricia. I would love. My mother graduated from Georgia. I'm sorry. My mother graduated from Washington High School in '73 because I came in '74. But yes, I think that would be great if I could get to meet you at maybe like a restaurant or something. We can sit down and have a few, little appetizers and some water because I don't drink. But oh, I remember Price, but they had by the time I got in high school, I think that Price was closed down. If I'm not mistaken, Price is like in the West End area. So if I'm not, oh no, I'm thinking about Brown. Price. I know Price Middle School. If I ain't mistaken, I'm thinking about Brown because Brown was over there off like by Cascade. See, look, this my city. You know I know. Oh, who has hit the link? Hold on. Hey, Andrea.
Hey, Jess Lovely, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, hon?
I'm doing well. So, are you having any
Graduated
any
from I'm sorry.
oh hold on a
My
minute, sorry.
mother graduated.
Are you having any luck on finding online dating? Because sometimes that online dating for me it be a little hassle. So I'm just saying, I gave it up for a minute.
So can I be honest with you with online dating? I've gotten a whole lot of what I feel like, from the surface. I feel like from what they put on there,
Mm-hmm.
it seems to be, right up my alley. The things that they say they like to do, the type of career choice that they've made in life. But then I get cold feet.
Okay.
So I've been on one date with
Hmm.
this one guy, and I had a great time. And I think it was like when I first started having seizures. I went on one date,
Okay.
and I had to take Sophie.
You took your
So
dog.
I know that kind of threw him. Hey, Lindsay. So I understood why that didn't go anywhere. But I feel like if you gonna date me, then you got to at least get to know Sophie. Like, come on, this part of my life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true.
And she sense when I have my seizures or
Okay.
if I'm gonna have one.
Okay.
So basically, that's my support animal.
Yeah, I understand.
But no, I'm that I've been I was gonna do a segment over here on my channel where I read some of the people that try and date me.
Hmm.
One of the things that someone told me, and this is one of my old managers
Hmm.
at Delta, but she told me that I should date outside my race. She
Hmm.
told me to go and just try another type of ethnicity so that I can actually, but I've done that before too.
Okay.
But so it's, and I don't feel like it's anything wrong with that. I don't, but at least know how to speak a English.
Mhm, mhm.
I look at their profile. They like it. They be liking me, and I
Mhm.
know it has a whole lot to do with the picture. But
'Cause you're
they
beautiful. You're
since
beautiful. You're
well,
beautiful.
thank you. So are you. I be looking at you, but it's so funny how I can't even understand anything they put on their profile. So I don't know if they prostitute, selling dope, or if they the president or CEO of a company because I don't speak Spanish.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I just.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, girl, I know that was sexy right there. She said, I had a half black Samoan boyfriend that, ooh, you know what? And then Samoan, that's the rock.
Hmm.
That's the rock. You know, the rock fine. Y'all hear Sophie whining. That's a jealous helper. But he fine. He fine. And then if he get a little bit tan, a little darker, mm. And that's like I didn't know that. What his name? Vin Diesel. Yes, Chingy too. But see, he ain't got that bulk on him. Chingy just po.
He a little one. He's a little
Yeah,
man.
he little.
Yeah.
He po.
Yeah.
He po.
I don't
But
know. It's
Vin Diesel, I did not know that. Isn't that his name, Vin Diesel?
yes from Fast and the Furious. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
I didn't know that I always thought that he was Hispanic or white. I did not know that man was a black man. And ooh, child. That's a fine little sucker down.
Mhm. I don't know. I don't know. I just sometimes I feel like baby the minute he started saying, "Oh, can I come over your house?" That's a red flag for me.
That's a red flag for me. You
Like
don't need to come to my
you
house.
don't even know me, and when me and my kids lay our head, I don't want you to come to do that. So the minute I get them kind of things, I just said,
Ooh.
fuck it. I'm not. I can't do this.
Did you read what she wrote in that chat? So he bought you a cell phone just for him. Do you think that he? Oh, but no, it can't be that.
Mm,
I was thinking that maybe he was trying to hide you from his other, but no, he bought one just for you.
it's for you.
So let me ask you a question, Andrea.
Yeah.
What besides wanting to come to your house, what is like the biggest no?
The biggest no is having understanding because I'm a foster mom too. So my schedule is a little tight. So don't think that, oh baby, I go out this weekend. You have to give me at least a couple weeks notice so I can plan a babysitter or something. And that is the hardest because men don't like they don't really want to understand what I do for a living, what my passion is right now, and my kids are the first priority. Don't and so sometimes sometimes I don't feel like men understand, and so it's hard. So it's hard.
So what Lynn T is saying is he wanted to give her a cell phone so that he could track her. And I think that's a red flag to me because I'm gonna tell you all what I really feel like I deserve as far as a mate.
Hmm.
I think that I deserve someone that's secure within themselves and understand what it is to be a man and treat a woman like a woman.
Hmm.
I don't want anybody who's insecure and feel like every time I go out the house, I'm going to meet my man around the corner. I
Hmm.
can't take that. I
Yeah.
don't like accusatory people. I
Hmm.
don't want anybody accusing me of anything.
Yep.
So we're not compatible if that's what you're gonna be doing.
Yes. And I feel the same way.
We're not compatible. If you're gonna be trying to track me down, figure out what I'm doing, then nah, it will never work out
Mhm.
because those are volatile relationships,
Yes, I agree with that.
and I ain't gonna fight nobody. Mm-mm.
I could all be fighting somebody. I'm trying to live. I'm trying to live a happy, peaceful life, and I'm not going to let somebody come in and try to upset my routine or upset my kids. And no, I'm good. Mm-mm.
Exactly,
Mr. Right
exactly.
come along. When Mr. Right come along, he'll come along. I'm happy just loving myself and just being who I am.
Hi, Miss Tucson.
So
Have your grandbaby came yet?
my grandbaby is 3 months old. I have to turn my camera on so you can see him.
Let me see him.
Okay, I got my hair rollers in my hair. Okay.
That's fine. You holding him. Oh my God, look at him, you guys. Put him on. I can't see his face. Oh my God, you so juicy. Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those cheeks. Oh, Andrea, I know he gonna be riding.
He's moving out next month, and I don't. I was like, "This is my baby." She was like, "Mama, this is my baby." I don't know. I was a little upset she was having him, but I'm so glad that he's in my life because he have given me so much joy and so much like he something about having a grandbaby have gave me life again. Don't get me wrong, I love my kids. I do. I love them. I love my adopted children. I love being a mom. But my grandson, I went on vacation, and the most person I missed while I was on vacation was my grandson.
Cause they give you joy. They do. You
Hmm.
know, when I'm around like my nieces, my sister and brother, they got kids. And whenever the kids are like babies. Oh my God, they don't know nobody but they TT. I have them. We be snuggled together.
Hmm.
And my nephew, he's a senior in high school. He has his learner's license, and he called me. He was like, "TT, I know you can't drive, but I know you have your driver's license. I can drive to you and I can take you anywhere you need to go." And I'm like, "No, you can't because you have to have a licensed driver in the car with you when you're on your way here." But he
Mhm.
keep on trying to tell me like, no, TT, when I get there, you're gonna be the licensed driver. I said, you got to have a license. I know you want to help your TT. But and that's sweet. I appreciate that. I
Uh-huh.
said, but no, until we can get other arrangements, then we'll try and figure out another way.
Yeah.
But they love me, and I was like, this is so like unconditional. Like
Yeah.
this love is oh we hard
Yeah.
to explain.
Yeah, and my son and his girlfriend and my daughter was like, my grandson misses you. He's like, they would say he was a little fussy, he was a little irritable, but when grandma came back home, he smelt me. He was back in my arms again. I don't know. It's something about like I feel like he gave me a new lease on life. I
Yes.
just love him.
So I'm working on a baby shower, and the person's baby shower that I'm working on is for my friend, my best friend since sixth grade.
Mhm.
Her son is having a baby. Well, his they're having a baby.
Okay.
So basically, this is going to be her very first grandchild from her biological child, because she's a step parent and she has one grandson. And
Okay.
the way she's been with him, you could tell like she's super in love with this little boy.
Hmm.
And well, she's a real girly girl like me. And
Hmm.
she's just been talking about how, oh my God, this is gonna be a little girl. She's gonna be so right. And I'm like, yep, she's gonna be right. And
You know what? I was happy that my daughter had a son. I was happy. I was like, nah, I love my daughter. Don't get me wrong. I love both of my daughters. But them girls, ugh, they get on my nerves. The sons, it's just something different about a son. It's just something like I could have a conversation with my grown son, and then he comes in here and says, "Mom, I got you. Mom, you gonna be all right. Mom, we still a family." And it's just something about the son. I don't know, just the love that me and my son have. And then my daughter, we a little different. Her and her dad's a little close. Her and her dad's close. They're like two thick at these. And I just love my grandson. I love dressing him. I love buying boy clothes. It's just, man, my sons are different than my daughters. It is something about them.
that's the thing too. Like my brother, he was really close to my dad, my mom.
Mhm,
Him and my mom had the closest relationship.
mhm,
But I can remember I probably gave that lady so much hell. But I love my mom unconditionally. Couldn't nobody do or say anything about my mom.
mhm,
But when it came to my dad,
mhm,
oh, you can't say nothing about my dad.
mhm,
And you no, it's me and my dad. We plotting on the whole house. Me and
mhm,
my dad.
mhm,
So I can get where you're coming from with that. But for
mhm,
whatever reason, it's so easy for me to pick out things for my nieces, and you know, honey, I done made them girls journals and everything. And they enjoy all the little blingy gifts and things that I give them. But
mhm.
it is so hard. Like I don't know anything about a Tonka truck. The only thing I figured out, my nephew like PJ Masks, the youngest one, and I just stuck with that. And when I got his Christmas gift last year, he was like, "TT, I don't like PJ Masks no more," and I'm like, "Well, damn."
That's the first thing I go when I go shopping. I go in the boys section. That's the first thing I go. That's the first thing I do when I go into the boys section. I go to the boys section because I know how to shop. I'm not like
I
I
know.
would I don't like pink. I don't like girly stuff. I just don't like that kind of shit.
Well, we the opposite. Now I know for my eldest nephew, the only thing I gotta do is go get him probably like a $200 GameStop, and he good. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I do better with girls. I'm a girly girl,
Yeah, see, I'm
and
I'm a boy mom because I love put some Jordans, some shorts on, and a haircut, a fresh haircut, and a nice outfit, and some Jordans and some tennis shoes. Man, we ready to go. The girls, we got my daughter, and she got all that hair too. You got to comb that shit. You got to make sure you got all the little bows, a little furry. Even when she wearing a cute little outfit, you got to make sure her boots are. Man, I got time for that. So I'm like,
You know what, Lynn T? That was me. For like 8 years. I was the second grandchild, which was the first girl, and I think that's why I have such a good relationship with like my dad's my granddad. He used to just you could not. But I was the only girl, so they girlified me and girly girl me, and it was just me and boys. And with those boys, I learned how to fight because you ain't gonna try me.
yes. And too, that's how my daughter broke her arm. My daughter broke her arm because she was out there rough housing with her brothers and my foster son. And so I'm like, girl, you got she over there rough housing.
No, they used to be trying me, girl. You gotta kick butt. Ain't no crying. You better
Yep,
beat them up.
yep.
So I mean, that's as tomboyish as I get, cause I had to protect myself. I
Yeah.
had one cousin, he bit me in my eyebrow. I still got a gash right there, and I be so mad every time I put them eyebrows together.
Can I ask you a question?
Uh
How are you doing? I know you lost your dad, so how?
huh. Well, um, I think that I'm doing a whole lot better than what I was.
Hmm.
In a sense, when my dad was sick and in the hospital, it
Hmm.
was almost like they had already told me that his heart was really bad and that I probably would have at least 2 years with my dad remaining.
Okay.
So basically, um, what really shocked me was that the 2 years became 2 months. I think that was the worst.
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, I'll be honest and tell you that every day is hard, but
I understand.
I can't do anything else. I only have to be able to um continue to live.
Yeah. I mean,
When my mother passed away, I kind of put myself in a depression,
hmm
and I was so upset to the point to where I just I just lived off the money that she left me. I
hmm
actually quit my job. I
hmm
lived off the money that my mom left me until one day I just decided that you need to just live your life. I think that with my mother, though, a lot of things that made me fall into the depression of losing my mom was the fact that I too had been told that I needed to get an oncologist because I had the BRCA gene,
hmm
and I kept on saying, I'm not getting breast cancer. I'm not getting breast cancer.
hmm
And at the time when my mom passed away, she's 20 years older than me. So
Okay.
I had just turned 30. My mother had just turned 50. And I have had such a fear of becoming 50. I don't know why, but I had a fear of 50.
hmm
And the closer and closer I get, the more I feel like that was silly.
hmm
I've already had breast cancer and defeated it. I was determined that I
hmm
wasn't going to go out with breast cancer, and I was going to fight for my life, and I did. I took all the precautions to do so. I also went for my oncology appointment, and I'm still in remission for 5 years.
hmm
So I honestly don't have any fear of cancer. So
Okay.
I think that I had the hardest time with my mom, but my dad, in a sense, I had 3 months to actually get my dad back together, and then he left me.
Okay.
And I could tell you guys this. When my dad he called me that Sunday, I knew something was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, my dad was trying to go to the ATM. I get all the notifications on his account. And I got like 20 text messages saying that you're putting in the wrong PIN number. So then
Mm-hmm.
I started thinking to myself, but why is he driving?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? So the next day I called him and he was asking me things like, um, did you call Elaine, my niece? Did you call Elaine and wish her a happy birthday? And I'm like, Dad, their birthday is on the 31st of next month,
Mm-hmm.
not this month. And I got two nieces and my brother's birthday on the 31st. And he
Mm-hmm.
was just concerned about Elaine. I'm gonna tell you something. My mother's name is Elaine.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I was like, nah. So the only thing I could say is, just, I'm happy for. It sounds strange, but I'm happy for my dad because he goes back to his first love and his parents,
Mm-hmm.
and he's no longer in this cruel world where we are trying to let white women know we ain't gonna keep on fighting with you all, and y'all go and vote with your husbands and probably put Herschel Walker and this other damn Brian Kemp back in office. But y'all want to ask us to help y'all with Roe versus Wade? You got to be kidding me.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like my dad has graduated onto the next, and he is in a better place. I do.
Okay.
Because we have too much going on in this world.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I was happy that my mom wasn't here during COVID. Like, it would been too difficult because we couldn't
Mhm.
we couldn't go see her and stuff. And I'm gonna be honest. I think the last year that I knew she was dying, I was a little depressed. When COVID happened, I gained about 60 pounds, and so I was eating food in. I was being a good mom, but I was like I didn't want to get off the couch. I wasn't moving. I wasn't doing anything, and I really missed my mom because I knew she had diabetes. She always told us that she could die. She could die early, and she told us that. So we had to learn how to cook. We had to learn how to take care of the family, and just not having her here, it has put a hole in our family, a real bad one.
Yeah.
Because my
Hi,
mom,
Precious.
mom is the one who kept everybody together. Even though I got seven sisters and brothers, and even if we're not talking to each other, we still talking to our mom, and she'll say, "Did you talk to such and such? Did you talk to such and such?" And so my
Hmm.
dad he's not the fun loving, he ain't the friendly, he's so stone cold, and sometimes he gets on my nerves. So it has put a hole in our family. And so I miss my mom every day, and things I wanted to tell her and stuff. So it's been hard. It's been hard. It's going on 4 years now, and I just miss her every day.
I think the hardest thing for me was the fact that, I always remind people that I come from a generation where I had an opportunity to know when the TV went off. Do you remember that?
Hmm.
And I remember like my mother saying, call my grandmother, and I would pick up that rotary phone and just be dialing the number, and then
Hmm.
it's busy. And then my mom would say, well, ask the operator to break in.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
so I've been, I was in um a whole lot of different, like, I've seen a whole lot within my lifetime. You
Hmm.
know, a lot of people, they didn't have the opportunity to know anything about the internet or
Hmm.
social media because they left before us. So they
Hmm.
remember that part of life, but we've transitioned from seeing the TV go off to the internet and social media and the way things are today. So
Mm-hmm.
I always say that our generation has we've had the most um we've had the most experiences than a lot of generations. We've
Mm-hmm.
seen things come and we've seen things go.
Yeah.
Right now, we're at a point where people don't even watch TV. And I
No.
remember having to get up and turn the TV channel.
Yeah.
But I said they used to be like, get up and put it on channel 17.
Yeah.
Get up and do this.
And
So
I remember my mama always watching the news. I was like, can we not watch something else? She always watching some CNN news. I was
and
like, yeah.
what was that? The Wheel of Fortune. I used to be
Yes,
like,
yes.
oh, Lord. And I'm gonna tell you this, Andrea. A
Mhm.
lot of times people, they say, "Oh, I remember when we used to do this and we used to do that." But do you know that I have went back and watched all of the Heat in the Night? I remember I used to could
Oh my God, you
stand.
too, you too. You used to watch. Oh, I love Heated Tonight. Oh my God.
I went back and I watched every single episode of the Heat of the Night.
My
And
mom watched
I
it. My
remember
mom
I was
loved it.
like, this was really a great
Yes,
show.
it was. Yes, it was. And them the kind of shows they don't have on TV no more.
Right. Hold on.
Okay.
Lindsay, my TV been on, but it's been on like it's just like a little picture in the background. I don't watch TV like that. I don't watch TV like that. I think I watch a lot of streaming platforms, but nah, no TV. Sophie's going crazy, Andrea. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna get up and go and fix me some dinner. It's like 5:30, and I
Okay.
haven't had any breakfast, lunch, or anything. And I'm gonna quiet my dog. But I thank you, Andrea, for coming up here and talking
Oh,
with
thank
me.
you. Anytime, anytime. We gotta do a live. I seen something. I'm gonna inbox it, and so you tell me what you think about it. Okay, maybe we gotta do a live on it.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
Oh,
I be looking at you. I might not drop down in the chat, but I saw you over there arguing about what's the basketball player.
oh, Kyrie. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
everybody was trying to get you to see their point of view, but you was sticking to your
That
guns.
motherfucker is problematic, and then I'm gonna stay on what I said. Just because he problematic, don't mean I want a man to lose his money. That's the difference between me. But I'm not gonna let nobody tell me how they feel. I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and ain't nobody gonna change my mind. If I feel it, I believe it. I'm gonna stay on how I feel, and that's the
Yeah.
courage my mother gave me.
Yep. I said, look at Andrea. She ain't having this. It was like two or three people got up there trying to. This is how I see it. Andrea like, yep, I see.
And that's how I feel about that's what I feel about the black community. If we want to stop this shit from going on, start building our own community. Stop buying from Amazon. Stop buy black. Do that. If we can do
Sophie,
that.
hold on.
Okay.
That thing is crazy. You hear me? Oh, good. This man came in here, got something left, and she bought the whole time. Okay, Jesus will. But no, I was gonna get down because I thought she ain't gonna calm down. I don't know what it is about when people come in this house, but child, it's just me and her. Other than that,
I mean, I,
she
I just feel like in in the black community, if we want something different, we gotta do different. if we want our kids to be different, and we killing each other every day, maybe we should turn off the music, turn off something is in the music too. And I'm just saying is, if something's in the music, I don't even allow my kids to listen to rap music. I don't allow my kids to listen to anything that ain't about love, building each other up, not tearing each other down. And that's the one thing. My mom was very religious, and she didn't allow us to listen to what she called worldly music. I didn't get to listen to worldly music until she left the house and we was watching BET, sneaking watching BET. Some things as a parent, you gotta protect your kids from, and you gotta be real diligent when you come to your kids. No, me and my son, who's 23 years old, did I have a conversation when I heard that people fighting over dice games and shit like that? Yes, I am. I'm gonna have a conversation, because I call that's ghetto shit right there. Because if we elevate and we got millions of dollars, why we over there doing dumb shit?
I agree.
And so but then when you want black folks to get to go marching hand in hand, we don't trust each other. We got envy and strife. We disagree about everything. We can't come together with nothing. But then you wonder why the other communities are got a high infrastructure, because the infrastructure it's been for years. It don't matter if they don't trust each other. The common goal is what the common goal is.
So, can I ask you a question? Because I honestly, okay, I know a lot of people get news from Twitter. I don't watch TV.
Uh-huh.
So, and if I go on to a lot of like Instagram, I get messages from you. I check my messages, the private messages. Do I
Mhm.
go down the timeline? No. On Facebook, what do I do? I post. Do I
Mhm.
go down the timeline? Sometimes. When I go on TikTok, of course you're gonna go down the timeline, and I see things that don't interest me and I'll go past it. So what exactly happened?
Okay, so Kyrie posted he posted a link to an anti-Semitic video that Amazon is playing on their network. Okay, and he got suspended. Nike terminated his contract, and Kyrie is at a point in his life is trying to elevate in who he is and what he is and what he come from. Okay,
So what was the video about?
it was about the Jews and anti. It was some misleading things in the video, and the Jew.
So is that why I'm seeing a whole lot of people saying that black people are the original Jewish people?
Yeah, yeah. And so basically the NBA suspended him because he shared out a link. He didn't I don't think he knew what the whole entire movie was about, but they said he did, but he shared the link out, and the NBA suspended him for 5 days. Now he doubled back on and said he wasn't gonna to apologize, but he did end up apologizing, saying he hurt people, that he didn't mean to hurt anybody. Do I think Kyrie is problematic? Yes, I do. But just because he's problematic and is a hothead and do shit that I don't like, I've been following Kyrie since he went to college. He went to Duke University in North Carolina, my hometown. So I do know about the boy, and I followed him when he was in college. So do I say he's problematic? Yes, I do. But just because I feel like he's problematic doesn't mean I want anybody to take away his money. I want him to have his freedom of speech, and I damn sure don't want anybody to try to humiliate him in front of millions of people either.
Right.
I think when white people get power, and when white people get power, they feel like I don't believe what Kyrie done. I believe what they punish him for is shit he done a couple years ago.
Okay, so
Okay,
that's why I
so
was going
remember,
at.
remember when George Floyd died? Okay, remember when George Floyd died?
Hmm.
Kyrie wanted the NBA to stop playing, and they was gonna protest. Okay, and you know how folks, how $1 billion men here when it comes to their money. If the black players stop playing, who gonna play then?
But don't you think that, okay, so that's the same thing with the okay, so I don't even remember his name because he did take a stand.
That's
So he
that's
he
Colin
took a
Kaepernick. Yes,
knee.
his
Yes.
name is Colin Kaepernick.
He
Yeah, from
took a
California.
knee because of the way of the injustices that black people face on a daily basis.
Yes.
So he took his livelihood and
Mm-hmm.
put it for his people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that that was a hard, that was a bad choice?
No, I think I think he believed that in that choice, and this is how I feel about the black NBA and NFL players. I said, let me tell you something. We got power. We got power in numbers. If 90% of the NFL is black, them black brothers should have stood up with Colin Kaepernick and said, if he don't get a job, we ain't playing. But see, brothers is all about their money and their mamas and their money. So I can't judge nobody who's saying, look,
So you
I
don't think that that's what Kyrie was doing?
well, yeah, but see, yes, what Kyrie was doing, yes, but he didn't go. I personally feel like he didn't go through protocol because if he's the basketball operation of the NBA for the team, how come you ain't going to the president? You're gonna have an uprising and you're gonna talk to the president of that of the of
But
you.
that's the same thing Colin did. He didn't go to the NFL board or whatever they call child. I don't know no
No,
sport.
but if Colin Kaepernick, if the players would have stood with Colin Kaepernick, I guarantee you he would have had a job right now. But they didn't because they was worried about their money. See, it's I understand when it comes to money, finances, mama, family, wife, kids. Because if I've been poor all my life, okay, and now I got some money, I don't give a damn what y'all doing. I ain't going back to the streets.
I get that, but see, Andrea, that's the thing. Like, okay, it takes people with money to make things happen, right?
Yes,
So we're worrying about the NBA and the NBA and the NFL. They got money and they getting the money off the back of the black man.
yes.
So basically, if the black man with money don't stand up, then it kind of causes a black woman like myself to be like, well, why won't the people with the money help show that we can't keep going for this?
Yeah, but the black players are is numbers. They got the numbers. We got the numbers. We got the numbers. And if the NFL would not work if our black players ain't working.
Yeah,
They
that's what he was
so
trying
we
to
go
do. He
so we
said
so we go so
we
we
gonna
go
boycott y'all because look at what they did to George Floyd.
yeah. So the thing is we go hand in hand, and if we can't go hand in hand, we gonna stand up and rise up and say we're not doing this.
So do you believe that the black man was the original is Jewish person?
I don't know all about that. I don't. I'm being a little naive. I don't know that. But the thing is, I do think I do have a problem when I see somebody trying to tear my black brother down for no reason. Okay,
I
he ain't.
have a problem with that.
I
I
do.
do.
I
And
do.
I think that lately when they've been doing these anti-Semitic things, um, I'm kind of in disagreement with it because, like you said, I'm naive. I never studied the whole thing. I know of Hitler. I know of the anti-Semitic acts that was put amongst people that claim that they were Jews, but unfortunately, I can't, have any say on that. But one thing that I saw today that is really kind of trippy is because I saw a church, I think it was either in South or North Carolina, called the First African something church.
Mhm.
And they were showing like the 9 panels, like with the quilts, the 9 panels that was in the ceiling. It was a in out in your face to show you that this church is a part of the Underground Railroad. And they
Mhm.
were saying that in text they was writing in cursive Hebrew, and they were showing like some of the things that was in the basement of the church, showing where they actually had breathing holes when they
Mhm.
hid people that was trying to get away from slavery.
Mhm. Mhm.
So when I see people that stand up for certain things, a lot of times I do say to myself, like, what's the point? Because like someone in the chat just said, we can't advance unless we all come together. I
Yes.
noticed that a lot of people are actually on the fence when it comes to putting things together. We can't even get together and do some. I can't because I've been on said too much.
To me, I grew up in the church, okay, and so I seen how the church was helping each other. I seen how the mothers of the church they would all get together, and if one mother didn't have it, they would make sure the other mother had it. So I seen my people can come together. But as I got older, and as I'm in 48 right now, I see we don't lost the church. We don't take care of
Mhm.
that good enough. We all out for ourselves. It's like so you want me. If I'm just saying, you say if I'm a millionaire, you want me to give up my money and give up my freedom and give up my working hard to do what I had to do, and you want me to protest and go back to the streets. No, that's what I ain't gonna do because I have a family to take care of my damn self too now.
Well, I agree with you when you said about the church. I grew up in the church as well.
Mhm,
I grew up in a Church of God in Christ, child,
mhm,
and basically, I still was enjoying church until COVID. I was going to church. I enjoy it. This church is a church that I can have a picture of me and
mhm,
our bishop,
mhm,
and he was holding me
mhm,
as an infant I was a cradle infant, like how
mhm,
your grandson right now you might can't put him on your hip, but if you holding him, you have to either hold him
yep.
so that he can lean against you, or you're cradling him, and that's
Yes.
how our bishop was holding me.
Mm,
But when I reached out to my bishop to have my dad's funeral at our church,
mhm.
he told me he wasn't a member, so you got to pay $1,200.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, what?
It's that so maybe I feel like I'm a cynic now because I feel like church became a big business. We're not together. We envy, we strife. We don't even know how to celebrate each other's accomplishment. And I just feel like
Hey,
I'm be
Sean.
honest. Because I'm black, don't mean I want to live by everybody who black. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't have to. People feel like, oh, Andrea, you black, and just loving you black. I have to be at one accord with you because you black. Maybe because you black, it could be a Republican. I don't have to like you. You might do some shit I don't care for. You might your family values could be different than mine. I don't give a damn if you black. If you ain't on the same chord as me and ain't on the same peace level as me, that don't mean I'ma like you.
Wait, Lynn. He sent me a piece lately. Oh, God.
If
I got so many
you could
flowers.
get that service for free. You wouldn't going there ever since you was a baby. Come on now.
And then my dad, I think that my dad probably, stopped paying tithes into the church. Maybe I think a lot of people really stopped going to church I got family members that's been paying their, tithes, or, their
Mhm,
pastor anniversary money. They've been paying that all throughout COVID, but not been going to church, right?
mhm, mhm.
And I think that my dad probably stopped paying back in 20. He probably stopped paying back in
But
2018.
you don't
And
know what happened. You don't know what happened to your dad. But if you've been going there all your life, ever since you was a baby, he could have gave you a decent offer, and he could have. Look, I thought the pastor supposed to preach anybody's service. Come on now. So now we can decide if he don't go there, he ain't a member. We can't preach the service. Come on. I say I have a problem with that.
And oh, do you know how bad? Oh my, one of my aunts, she was just pissed.
uh-uh.
She was like, and then they gonna have the nerve to remind me about the anniversary. I ain't gonna pay nothing. I was like, look. I said, well, at least you been paying, cause I ain't been paying since COVID. Like, it ain't in my budget to pay, but okay, fine. We can just do it over here. That's okay.
It's see I see the things that I remember it was the church was with helping the families, helping the needy, helping the sick,
Mhm.
helping the shut in. I don't see that now in the church. It's
It's
big
fun.
business. It's big business now.
It is. It's so funny to me. I remember one girl, they invited me, and I'm telling you, Andrea, if I go to
Mhm.
church, I'm going to the church I know. I'm not, my friends be inviting me to their church, and I be like, yeah, maybe next week, but then next week I be like, we gotta do this. And then I don't ever show up. So one night they had like a night service, and they were like, we having a night service, and they're gonna have a prophet there.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, okay.
Mhm.
So I guess I can go to, see what this is about.
Mhm.
And when I went there, they were like, oh, we got a prophet. It's like 8 of us in the church. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, oh, but and that's my arrogance, because I'm telling you, my bishop, he speak, oh my God, he can preach. I
Mhm.
love the man because he gives the good word. I'm
Mhm.
gonna tell y'all another story. I'm gonna give y'all a story time too before we get off here about church. But they were like, we got a prophet, and
Mhm.
they want to talk to you. And
Mhm.
this man ain't never known me, ain't never seen me, but I was married at the time. He gonna tell me, oh, I see you being married in the next 5 years, you're gonna get a new car. And I'm looking at him like, is this what y'all do at church? And they was like, before you all leave, we asking y'all give a donation to the prophet that came out here to talk to everyone. And we want y'all to give $500. I said, give who?
And how much?
Oh my.
$500?
Okay, so listen, y'all. Okay, if anybody know anything about Church of God in Christ, you know that 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be about 10 sisters that gonna catch the Holy Ghost, and they gonna be on the floor. The ushers gonna be in for a very busy morning that day, cause at the Church of God in Christ, somebody gonna catch the Holy Ghost. So what me and my sister do is we sit on the same pew. When we sit on the same pew, they know don't let them two sit together, because them two right there, they gonna act a plum fool, laughing at people, and people get up running out the choir stand, everything, right? So this Sunday they sang one of my favorite songs, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta record this. I gotta record this. The choir getting down today. So I done recorded, and I'm just like, oh my God, this give me the spirit. Now, have I ever caught the Holy Ghost? Heck no. No. I always thought they'd be faking. I always thought they'd be faking.
Okay, I did too.
Okay, so never have I ever. But let me tell y'all what happened to me. I recorded them singing, and I had got a part of when I started recording. I got like a part
Mhm.
of the preacher actually giving the word or whatever. And then I'm gonna tell you, they really be cranking it up, because you can hear it in the drums.
Mhm.
It's gonna get crunk, because
Mhm.
they gonna put them drums, and then you gonna get that doom 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 doom. So you already know it's about to go down. I'm tapping my sister. I'm tapping my sister. I said every time he said word, they say doom. They hit that piano, and I'm like, it's finna go down. It's finna go down. It's finna go down. So I hit
And the
record.
organ too.
Yes, the organ, baby. They gonna hit it. He say one word, they say doom, and then I be like, oh shoot, here it go. So I hit record, right?
Uh-huh.
And next thing I know, I see my cousin. It was Men's Day for the choir. And the next thing I know, he jumped down out the choir stand, and he just took off running. And I'm like, what
Mhm. Things nice.
the? And they still singing. Here come the ushers. They fanning people, putting the sheet on them because they legs done flew up in the air, and they acting a whole fool in the church. But I gotta tell you, the
Uh-huh.
word was on point. He was on fire. He was on fire. So we leave church. I'm headed home. What I did on Sundays at that time was my grandmother always wanted an Atlanta Journal Constitution. And if you get it on Sunday, and they have the people that be on the side of the highway and they sell the paper, and the paper would be just $1.
Okay.
Usually that Sunday paper, I think it's like $4.50. But you can get it if you see one of them little paper people, you can get it for $1. So I will always stop and get my grandmother a newspaper on Sunday. So that's where I was headed to when I left church. I went to go get my grandmother her newspaper.
Mm.
Girl, I got off the expressway and I was saying, "Oh yeah, let me listen to what I recorded." And I had it going through the radio and I could hear it. And when they started singing, I
Mhm.
was like, "Oh my God, this sounds so beautiful." And I got off the expressway, paid for the paper, and I was going to go up and make a U-turn, and I blacked out and
Mm.
ran the light and hit a whole lot of people. And when the police came, I was laughing at the people at church, and I was having the Holy Ghost, and I believe I got the Holy.
Did you have a seizure? Was that Lovey?
I didn't have seizures then.
Okay.
I blacked out though. I did, and maybe
Uh-huh.
who knows? I probably did and just didn't know it. And my doctor didn't know I was probably having seizures at that time. But
Okay.
I blacked out. I ran that light. I blamed it on the church. I blamed it on the church.
Oh my
I did. I am not gonna lie. And when I went back to church the next week, I was
God.
riding with my aunt
Uh-huh.
because they didn't have me a rental car.
Okay.
And my insurance was like, you gotta get a rental car. I think we done totaled out this car.
Mhm.
So I got in the car with my aunt
Mhm.
and she went to church and they was like, "What happened? Why you ain't drive your car?" I said, "Well, I recorded the service from last." Oh, Sean, this was probably in 2012, somewhere around in there. But I had said, "Well, I recorded the service, and when I left, I decided that I wanted to hear the choir sing, and I had the Holy Ghost." Girl, they were like, "What?" The
Mm-mm.
one who don't believe. I was like, "Yeah, I don't believe."
Wow. Wow.
But yes, and then it was like 3 car accident.
And do you if you don't mind me asking, you say you have seizures now?
Yes,
Is is that what did that come from? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm gonna tell you where I think it come from. I think it come from that damn shot.
Oh, okay, okay.
And the reason why I say that is because before I had that vaccine, I not to my knowledge have I ever known that I have had seizures or anything. That's why I think that day I blacked out. I can't explain to you what happened to me.
Okay.
I do, and this might sound weird, but
Uh-huh.
I do have had times where I can actually meet a person and say, "Oh my, when," and this is so rude, but I could say, "Oh my, when is the baby due?" And then they'll be like, "I'm not pregnant," and then I'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry," and then they'll say, and I'll see them maybe 2 months later, and they'll be like, "You asked me, you
Uh-huh.
told me I was pregnant, and now I'm having a baby." When my sister, we went to my sister graduation when she was in college, And when I saw her, I said, "Oh, I'm so happy you graduating today because, girl, if you would have told me you was pregnant and we weren't going to the graduation, I'd be choking you out. Because
Mhm.
y'all gotta remember, I'm now the mama because my mama gone. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'd be choking you out if I had to come all the way to Alabama A&M and you were up here pregnant. Ooh, girl, I'd be choking you out. And then she was like, pregnant? I'm not pregnant. And then here we go, we got a baby. But
Mm,
I've always had those type of situations. I've always had situations where I could tell somebody just
mhm,
by looking at them what's happened to them. You pregnant, you
mm.
this, you that. That's weird, but I don't know why. But I get that, and then it end up happening. I
Okay.
don't know if it's just intuition or, and I don't speak on it a lot. I don't because I feel like it's weird because I can't explain it. I don't know where it come from, and I try and keep it to myself because I find it to be offensive just to walk up on a person and say, "When you gonna have your baby? You pregnant?"
Mm.
I did that to my manager at work. She told me I was a lie. She came back and had a baby 9 months later.
Ooh.
So I've always had those type of things happen to me, and I've always had things happen to me where I could dream things and those things will come true, and I can envision things and those things will either happen or it be weird and scare me.
Mm-hmm.
But when I go to the doctor, I always every year have my annuals. You know that since 2004, I have MRIs on
Yes.
my breast
Mm-hmm.
because breast cancer. So I
Yeah.
have my MRIs, and I one time they did a scan on me because I was having headaches, but it was nothing there. When I was having my breast surgery in 2017, they did a scan on my brain to make sure I didn't have any lesions on my brain. They
Uh-huh.
told me that I had a pseudo tumor.
Mm. What's
But
that?
and they was like nothing, it's nothing, just a little gray area on your brain. So, but they can't explain where the seizures come from.
Mm.
Now, my aunt told me that a guy worked for Delta. He actually had got the shot and he ended up having a stroke and a seizure.
Mm.
So I think that there's going to be a lot of lawsuits when it comes to Pfizer and the others.
I I I I didn't never had no blood clots in my life. But after I had that shot, then I ended up getting two blood clots in my leg and one in my lung.
Yeah, see,
And then
Sean, see, we twins. Look at my twins. She said, I have dreams like that with my family. No, actually, it's not. And since I've been having the seizures, I've been doing like EKGs, MRIs, and they can't seem to come up with nothing, not a thing. They just
mm,
keep putting me on a higher dosage of this medication. I feel like I probably had COVID and no one wants to say. Every
mm,
time I've had COVID tests, I'm gonna tell y'all in 2020,
mm-hmm.
I end up having pink eye. I had pink eye for a whole month and a half. I
Oh,
went to my
in a
primary
minute.
care physician and she was like, "Oh, let me give you these drops." I
Mm-hmm.
started using them drops.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "It should be cleared up by the end of the week." By the end of the week, it was worse. So then I went back to my primary care physician and she was like, this odd. You should go to the emergency room. Now, remember, we didn't get on lockdown until March. We knew
Yeah.
about COVID in January, but this was in January with this pink eye situation. And I kept asking my doctor, do I have that thing? The COVID thing, do I have that? And she kept saying, no, no, you don't have that. You just have pink eye. Do you know when I went to the emergency room, they said, um, It could be a sexually transmitted disease. I said, you telling a lie, bitch.
What?
Cause I'm looking like, what's going on? Don't nobody want to tell me it's COVID.
Wow. How do you not know you had a pink eye for almost a whole month?
And that's why I kept on telling them, I was like, listen, I've been to my primary care physician like twice. And I have been trying to figure out like why in the world do I still have pink eye? It started at the end of December and now we're at the almost at the end of January and can't nobody heal me. And do you know it just all of a sudden went away? Just all of a sudden.
Wow.
So that's why I feel like this COVID thing is way more than what we know. And I
Yes.
feel like a lot of people are not being diagnosed with COVID and they've passed away. Did you hear the whole thing about Albie Shore?
Yes, I heard I'll be sure was in a coma for 2 months.
So that was the everything that he described. It made me feel away because that's the same exact thing that my dad was. That's the same exact thing my dad went through. So you
Mm,
remember he said he had pneumonia.
yes.
It was turning it got in his bloodstream. He told you how it attacked his lungs.
Mm,
And this is the exact same thing that happened to my dad. I'm not lying. And I feel like it's so many people. I just don't understand or get why they want to say it's pneumonia and they don't want to just tell people that they had COVID.
yes.
I feel like if I'm not mistaken, the government pays for you if you die from COVID. You know,
Mm,
they pay for your funeral service. And I
mhm.
think that they didn't want to say that my dad had COVID because they would have to pay for it.
Wow. Wow. I mean, it's crazy. Sometimes I don't even feel like some of the doctors knew how to treat us. Knew how to treat us. They was in the dark their own self.
Yeah. You know what, Sean? And I do I'm a strange child. When you be born on April 14th, you be having like them spring allergies and stuff like that. So it could have been, you're right. It could have been.
But man, a pink eye for a whole month. I wouldn't even. Man, are you kidding me? That's
Girl, when I was when I was a teenager, I didn't have any type of acne. But
okay.
for whatever reason, when I became an adult, I
Mhm.
had the worst skin ever. Though I'm talking
Mhm.
about the worst skin ever.
Mhm.
And I don't know where it came from. And all of a sudden one day it cleared up.
Mhm.
One thing I could tell you is that I thought it was because as a child my mother used to give us a bath with ivory soap. And you know that's real drying.
Yes, it is.
But
They didn't know no better.
yeah, I'm gonna get them, Sean. Yeah, that was real drying. But as a adult, I started using like the Dove soap. But
Yes.
the Dove soap to me, do you know what I use now? And my skin is so pretty. I use that Gold Dial soap.
Dial.
My skin is so pretty. When I tell you my skin is moisturized. It's got that dial, gold got dial smell,
Mhm.
but I use that because it's an antiseptic and it is my skin is so clear and pretty and smooth. And I was like, wow, this is the soap that a lot of people use before Dove.
Yes.
That's a
Mm.
good soap. The bar. I use the bar. And I've
Dial.
been
Oh,
using
the bar.
like I've been using Olay,
Mhm.
Dove, I've been using. Oh, another one I like is Native too. I like Native, but I've been using Dove, Olive Olay. I've been using all these little frilly soaps. And one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try Dow.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reading the packaging, and it was like it's an antiseptic. And
Mm-hmm.
then I went and y'all know I'm a researcher.
Mm-hmm.
I went on YouTube and looked for an old Dow soap commercial, and it was just telling you all the benefits of Dow, like um how it's like an antiseptic. It keeps your skin nice and moisturized and all these things. And who would have thought? Who would have thought? Now, listen, don't get me wrong. I love my Victoria's Secret sugar scrubs and things like that. So when at once a week I might do a scrub, but I use my Dial soap. That's the first soap, and then I use another soap. She said Andrea said it like it was a disease.
I just remember not using. I mean, dial. It was like no, I never. eh. But some I do. Did you hear about the lady who was suing some of them just for me and some of them black hair perms? She said that she had got ovarian cancer. Did you hear about that story?
No, I need
Okay,
to research
I'm gonna
that.
send it to you on Instagram. But it's a black woman who is suing, and her attorney is Benjamin Crump, and he's
Hmm.
suing just for me, dark and lovely, all the a couple of the Revlon. He's suing the companies because they said they had they we are permanent our hair, our black women are permanent hair, and they have got ovarian cancer, and they can't have no children. And they
Wow.
and they said that the health department have a study. They have followed 33,000 black women, and they have got ovarian cancer and could not have children. And the lady said she been permanent her hair since she was 8 years old.
Wow. That's crazy.
But I have the whole entire story. I'm gonna send it to you on Instagram. But yes, they're suing, and they say they've been permanent hair since she was 8 years old. Now I didn't get no permanent 8 years old because I don't think kids be getting permanent 8 years old. But I did start getting permanent. I was like
I think I was like 12.
15. I was like 15. But they was
I,
like, them perms are not good for a black woman.
and when I stopped doing perms, I stopped doing perms like when I was 20. I want to say I was probably like 24. I haven't had a perm since then, and I'm 48.
Mm-hmm.
But I never really cared for it because it's like it strips your hair.
Yes.
And like when I was a baby, I was slap ball.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom, she did everything that she could to get my hair to grow, and that my hair was like really thick and long and wavy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted it straight.
Mm-hmm.
And she let me get a perm.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like that perm, it stripped my hair. It took all my hair, and I just started, being like, wow. So what I had to do after I stopped doing perms, because I started like wearing box braids and micro braids, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I wore them for years. I wore them for years. And then I was my hairstylist was, she was upset because she was like, "Why you don't come and get your hair done?" And I was like, "Because you always trying to perm my hair, and it's
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong with the texture of my real hair.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel like in order for me to get the hairstyle that you want to do, or you feel like if I tell you a hairstyle I want to do, you always say I got to get a perm. So no, I'm not getting a perm."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so
And that's
they were saying them perms are causing black women to have ovarian cancer. And I
wow.
was just thinking, oh my God,
The woman, she's suing. They suing them, and they said that the health department said they have followed black women, and yes, that had happened. And I'm like, man, that's just crazy. It's crazy that yeah.
I
That,
can't wait to read that article.
yes, I have it. It's on my Instagram. I sent it to a couple people, but I'm gonna inbox you and send you. Gonna wait till you read about it, and then how she's suing, and she got Benjamin Crump. You know who Benjamin Crump is?
Yeah, I know who it is.
He don't play. Shoot, he don't play. Okay, and so yes, so she was saying that she been getting perm since she was 8 years old. I was like, but 8 years old is a little too. That's a little. That's. I would have never put my perm in my daughter's hair at 8 years old.
Girl, I done seen people put perm in 4-year-old hair.
Oh my.
And the only thing you got to do is put some grease and water.
Yeah, yeah, but not no. They're not. They minds and they crown can't take that. That perm shit burns you up. Shoot.
That just for me.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's just for me. And
You know that's what my niece, one of my nieces, she's like, they say that's, they be like, that's you all day. Her mouth so smart. She
mhm,
love putting makeup on, like you buy the little kitty makeup or whatever. But
mhm,
she gonna do her makeup, girl. And
mhm,
then she gonna get her hair done. But when I tell you she ain't got a lick of hair, and I was telling her, I was like, I ain't had no hair either when I was a little girl, but how my mama grew my hair was she would just make sure every day she would keep my hair, conditioned, moisturized, and just keep it combed every day. You can't comb a little girl hair once a week, and especially when it's in this condition, you gotta pay attention and know what products to use in their hair, and not no freaking perm. Cause she kept on saying she wanted to do a perm. I'm like, no, let her hair grow first.
yeah. I don't think I personally don't think anybody. I think personally, my daughter wouldn't get no perm until she was at least I say 15, at least 16 or 17. No, no. And I'm gonna try to persuade her not to get that because now I
Don't
know.
don't let her get no perm.
Yeah, now.
Do you know, lately I've been researching because now, okay, so after the braids, I end up liking wigs. I love a good wig
Me too.
and I like a good sew in. So basically, I would always get my hair either braided down in a sew in,
Mhm,
or either, and this is way before like lace wigs and stuff like that. I knew how to go and get a really nice human hair wig and
mhm,
wear those wigs. Everybody be like, damn, why you like wigs? Cause I can keep my hair in a protective style,
mhm,
and I can make sure that I can wash and condition and moisturize my hair. I don't want no heat to my hair. I don't want nothing. So then I found this girl, she knew how to like do the twist styles on my hair because it was really long. I'm gonna tell you, this daggone medication I'm on done made me bald headed again. And I'm sitting up here, I'm curling my hair right now. But it's on a stand, but I'm curling my hair there right now. She on a stand. But the medication it snatched out my hair. So
it
basically
did.
I'm, trying to do other stuff. Now I've gotten it back to a length that I can actually, braid it down, keep it all moisturized and stuff like that. I made me a little concoction
Mhm,
with some things that I know that will help, stimulate growth and
mhm.
all of that. So the hair growing back, I'm able to, grip it, braid it, and all of that. I
So
got that going
how did
now.
you feel? How did you feel when you knew the medication? Because I'm not trying to be
I
nosy.
was hurt.
Yeah, I was going to ask, how did you feel when the medication
I was
that took your hair off?
upset.
Hmm.
And oh, I was so mad and upset because my hair it was so long. I
It
was
was like,
letting this girl at this natural hair salon. What she would do
okay.
was she would do like a two strand twist thing on me, and
Mhm.
she would like put like curl rods at the very bottom and
Okay.
unravel it, and it would be so pretty. I might wear that for like a week and then wash my hair and then just braid it up. But the only reason why I would even go to her and let her do that was because I was gonna get my ends trimmed. I
Okay.
was going to get a good head washing, and she gonna put some really good products in my hair.
Mhm.
But COVID, oh my God. Yeah, look, let me tell you what my concoction is, right? My concoction is grease.
Grace. Okay.
Grease. I use this it's called Indian um herb, and then I use this called wild growth, and I use this other stuff. It's called it start with a V. I don't have the container because I already done squeeze everything out the tube, and I put all that together. And yeah, I do use a little biotin in it, and I'll mix it all in one jar together, and I'll use that. I wash my hair at least once a week, and I
Okay.
will grease it and braid it, and then go for another week. I'm at
What,
home all day, so what can I do?
what's your point of view when people talk about black women wearing big wigs? How do you feel about that? I just want to know.
Well,
'Cause
I don't do the big wigs, but
you
I
don't.
do. I feel like you should. I seen these guys on TikTok, and they was going in on the girls with the wigs,
Okay.
and I was like, wow. So that really matter to men that your woman want to wear a wig? Are you
Mhm.
got to be kidding me? Like, um,
Mm.
it's so confusing to me that people feel like they have a say in what your personal look is, what you find that makes you look good. That
Yeah.
is
Yes.
weird to
I
me.
do have a problem with that. I feel like if you ain't paying for my wig, and I'm paying for it, you ain't got. You should not have to say anything to say about it.
That's weird to me,
Yeah.
because and that's why when we was talking earlier about the online dating and
Uh-huh.
what you're looking for, that's a part of their insecurity to me. Like,
Okay.
what do my look have to? Either it must have been attractive for
Uh-huh.
you to even approach me.
Hmm.
Do you actually think that I'm walking around here with this good straight Indian wavy hair? No, cause I'm not. First of all, I got three textures of hair in my head. I got some real big curls in the back. The middle where the hair was falling out at is kind of really kinky and coarse, and then the top is really straight. So
Uh-huh.
it ain't nothing I can do with that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
the top part of my hair is real straight. I'm talking about straight, bone straight.
Hmm.
You
Wow.
said I've never wanted, wait, I never want a wig or extensions. It's not for me, but I don't have an issue for those. Exactly. Wait,
Hmm.
girl, let me tell y'all something. I had a friend in high school,
Hmm.
and her sister was older than us, and she had two little girls. When I tell you, them little girls' head looked like they were about to fall off because they used to have them big old they used to put what you call it, crochet braid in them baby hair, and that junk used to be down their back. I used to be like, Lord, how mercy, poor babies, too heavy. I think one of them was like three, too much.
Mm.
I I don't like to see that. I feel like toddlers need to be able to wear cute little bows and puffs and
Hmm. Hmm.
stuff like that. I feel
Yes.
like that's what they should be able to do. Now, I did see a video. I put it on my Facebook with this lady. She be on TikTok and she braid children's hair, and she
Okay.
put like the the extension hair in with it.
Okay.
And for the most part, child, they be acting plum fool. They don't. I feel like that's too much. But I can understand where a mother would come from when she want to, get like some cute little um. It's just like you might do like a cute little ponytail or something. Okay, I see it. Thank you. You might get like a cute ponytail, get it braided up in like a cute little ponytail where you could put like a bow
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something like that. Now that's cute to me. I don't
Uh-huh.
want to see the little baby with the micro braids. I just
Mhm,
make it cute.
mhm.
Cause that I used to do that too. I used to braid little children's hair and grow their hair.
Yes.
Like when I
Well,
was in
I,
when I
I,
was
don't.
in school.
I don't. I take my daughter. I take my daughter to the shop once a month. No, every 2 months. I take her there to get her ends cut, and then she might get her hair pressed. But normally, I do it. I don't put too much heat on her hair, and plus, I don't, I don't want to put all them damn bows on her hair either.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Mm-mm.
everything should be simple.
I remember I used to do like guys, they would come and they might want their hair cornrowed to the back. I used to do that. And then somebody was like, "You do that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I braid these guys' hair or whatever." And so they were like, "Well, my niece, her hair is really, really short, and we thinking about letting her get the little braids or whatever." And child, by the time she stopped coming to me, her hair was so long. But I did the same things that my mother did to me. I'm telling you, I ain't have a lick of hair.
Yeah. Well, just my kids just got home. I got to help her do some homework. But I appreciate you doing this live. I sent you the article on Instagram. Check it out. We got to do a live about that baby.
Yes, I see that. And then I thank you so much for hitting the link.
You're
I
welcome.
will be getting off because it's 6:30 here. I supposed to went and been made my food, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So
Okay.
thank y'all for coming
Have
and
a good
joining me
day.
today. I really do appreciate y'all. We done the lives always goes from one extreme to the next. We start out talking about internet online dating. Then we start talking about this and that. But
Mhm.
I always have a good time with you all. I do.
Yes.
And if you're watching the replay, please give me a thumbs up.
And I sure did share the video out. Okay.
I saw it. Thank you kindly. And if
Okay.
you would like to donate to the channel cash app is $ Scarlet with one L. Oh hell no. Bye
Okay.
y'all.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.